With his triumph on the big stage, Max Verstappen is definitely sensation and a true Formula One superstar. Anyone who knows what they're doing will know what they are doing. Formula One is followed, however this may not be the case. Some of the information we'd like to discuss are common. I'd like to talk to you about Max, and let's go through some things you might not be aware of. Learn about the great Dutch driver Max. Max Verstappen is a Dutch racing driver who was born in Hasselt, Belgium. Despite the fact that Belgium declared independence on September 30, 1997, the fact that he was born and raised in Bree, Belgium, he competes under the Dutch flag because he is Dutch. He was involved in a number of Belgian racing events as a kid and still receives a lot of support when he races in the Spa circuit in Belgium. Formula One returned to the Netherlands in 2021 for the first time in 36 years. At the Zandvoort circuit it was packed with people wearing orange to express their support for Max, and he did not disappoint them. He easily defeated Lewis Hamilton, who finished second. Max Verstappen grew up in a racing-obsessed family. His father, Jos Verstappen, is a former Formula One and Le Mans Series driver. Before his son arrived on the scene, Jos Verstappen was the most successful Dutch Formula One racing driver, but his legacy has already been stolen by his son. Sophie Kompin, Verstappen's mother, on the other hand, has also a racing history, having made her Formula One World Championship debut at the age of 16 and finishing ninth in her karting days. Max Verstappen's mother fought against Christian Horner, the current Red Bull Racing Team principal. Max has a net worth of over $60 million and earns around $25 million per year thanks to Red Bull's links with firms like Aston Martin, through which he has been able to buy some incredible cars and obtain others. Verstappen's first car was a humble Renault Clio that he received as a gift, but he now has a vast collection of sleek-looking automobiles with powerful motors. He started with a Renault RS01 and then upgraded to an Aston Martin DB11 in 2019. He then replaced it with a 2018 Vantage, which he then traded in for a DBS Superleggera with a V12 engine, which he then sold together with a Mercedes-Benz C63S AMG. Max Verstappen's current collection includes a Ferrari 488 Pista, a Ferrari Monza SP2 Premium Edition with 810 horsepower, and a Porsche 911 GT3 RS he bought after winning his first Grand Prix. He also has a Falcon 900X private aircraft to top it all off. It's not every day that a Formula One driver jumps into a new vehicle and wins. Max Verstappen won his first race at the age of 18 years and 228 days. He had only been in Formula One for a year at the age of 17 and was partnered with Carlos Sainz Jr. at Toro Rosso, an Italian-based Red Bull Junior team at the time. He didn't even have a driver's license at the time, which was surprising. Fortunately for him, both of these records are unlikely to be broken because the FIA has amended the regulations to only allow drivers over the age of 18. It's no secret that Max Verstappen is a fearless racer who never backs down in a confrontation on the track. As a rookie in Formula One in 2018, he was excessively involved in collisions with other drivers and even his teammates. This is one of the weaknesses that has plagued him and continues to do so now, with criticism coming in whenever he is involved in a car accident, which happens infrequently now that he has made substantial progress in this area. Overall, Max Verstappen is one of the sport's unluckiest drivers, having retired 28 times in a 7-year career, compared to 26 times for Lewis Hamilton in his entire career. Lewis Hamilton is one of the most well-known Formula One drivers of all time, having won 4 titles in a row, and many thought the sport had become boring and predictable in the previous 3 years with its talent sharpened. Max Verstappen has fought hard against Lewis Hamilton and appears to be the dangerous opponent who will beat the 7-time World Driver Champion in 2021. In recent years, Max and Hamilton have been fierce competitors, but the fight for the Global Drivers' Championship, the WBC, and 2021 is the most exciting yet, with spectators fascinated. In the 2021 British Grand Prix, Max and Lewis raced so hard. Their collision caused Max's vehicle to crash, causing him to feel 51 gs of force. Because it involved two big racers who were neck and neck in the standings, the crash was one of the most contentious and divisive in recent years. Verstappen is not only the world's youngest driver, a record that will likely stand when the FIA raises the age limit for super licenses to 18 in January 2015. But he is also the youngest driver to score points and, more importantly, win a Grand Prix. In his second race, he finished 7th in the 2015 Malaysian Grand Prix, earning him points throughout the season. The following season, he continued to score frequently, but everything changed. Verstappen was brought in to replace another driver. Max's debut race with Red Bull was the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, when he won the championship despite being only 18 years old at the time. There was a specific way of doing things for aspiring rookies and elite teams. Prior to Max Verstappen's rapid rise and the immediate advantages Red Bull received, it was widely assumed that young rookies transitioning from GP3 and Formula 2 would start with a lesser team, one of the lower-tier finishers, and would be deemed ready to move up to one of the larger teams if an opportunity arose after showing themselves in the best-of-the-rest races. However, due to Verstappen's rapid rise and the immediate advantages Red Bull received, other top teams have adopted similar. According to PlayersWiki.com, a website that tracks athlete net worth, this is a considerable boost from the $3 million he made a year ago and even more than his $600,000 debut season in 2016. Max is a huge fan of road cycling. Verstappen follows in his father's footsteps by emphasizing the necessity of physical fitness in order to achieve his goal of becoming a great Formula One driver. This could be owing to Jos Verstappen's experience racing against Michael Schumacher in his prime, a driver who was extremely fit at a time when it wasn't thought that being fit was vital to be a successful racer. Verstappen has started cycling on the road. He's also been in a number of Red Bull publicity films featuring cycling, sometimes alongside Daniel Ricciardo, and he maintains a low profile compared to most Formula One drivers. The stereotype of the typical Formula One driver is something between a high-performance athlete and a wealthy playboy, and there's no denying that Verstappen fits into all of these clichés. He influenced Ricciardo's choice to switch from Red Bull to Renault. Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo appeared to have a more friendly relationship than other Formula One pairs, as they were frequently seen joking with each other both on and off camera, but their friendship was not without squabbles. During the 2018 Grand Prix of Azerbaijan, Ricciardo's primary irritation wasn't with Verstappen, but with Red Bull management, who he considered was unfairly favoring the younger driver over himself. There was a particularly notable collision episode, which was partly due to Verstappen's obstinate and foolish defense. Despite his youth, Max has built a successful career in Formula One and continues to leverage his success with technology. There isn't much we don't know about athletes and celebrities these days, but Max prefers to stay under the radar a little, which makes him a fascinating individual. The facts cover some pretty incredible career highlights and achievements, and we can't wait to add to the list as Max continues to excel in the sport of Formula One. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.